did you get that effect?
Put some old silk over the lens.
Huh? That was shot in the warehouse, wasn't it?
No, I changed the angle of the light so she'd look as if she was walking off in the distance.
Oh. Well, listen, you pick the best of these and blow them up for the advertising, eh?
It'll have to be tonight, Mr. Cole. I'm on camera in the morning.
Yeah, we're all working overtime, kid.
I'm not complaining, Mr. Cole.
Listen, with a talent like yours, I should think not. Vi! Vi! Who the bleak knows Vi?
Probably at the hospital. When are you going to visit then?
I'll visit when there's a kid there to visit. I'll visit when there's somebody there.
Your wife's there, man.
Well, I've seen her, haven't I?
Not since she went in.
That was only yesterday. What is this, well sharpening on week?
Just think you ought to visit, that's all.
Vi! Why isn't there never anybody here when you're bleating one?
Mrs. Arnold called.
We've been wondering when we'd see you, Mr. Cole.
Oh, not me, love. He's up to his icy. Asked me to pop in. He'll be along as soon as he can.
One thing I can't stand is nervous fathers under your feet all the time.
He'll be along. All right, is she?
She is now. They're both quite well. Up the stairs, Ward 4, turn right. Wipe your boots.
Lovely Llewellyn. You are sweet. Can you put it down there? Thanks. Where's Arnie?
Chose them himself, didn't he?
Did he? Or was it your idea? Is he going to come? Or is he just going to send me things, like his laundry?
He'll come. He's a lot on his plate just now.
How is he, Llewellyn?
Impossible. How else would he be? Don't fret yourself about him. It's you we're all anxious about.
I'm fine. I'm better than yesterday. I suppose he came yesterday. I'm afraid I wasn't up to receiving.
I'll get them to put those in some water. I'll see if I can get a nurse.
He didn't come yesterday.
You finally made it, Mr. Cole.
Actually, she's my sister.
Oh.
She's all right, isn't she?
Yes, yes.
Jolly good. I thought for a minute...
No, she's fine.
Ah, good, good. And the little fella?
Both fine.
Good, good.
You can see for yourself. Up the stairs, turn right, Ward 4.
Jolly good.
Coochie-coochie-coochie-coo. When will it open its eyes?
Well, it's not asleep, you idiot.
That seems a sensible arrangement.
We don't prod it about.
I can't see a lot of it.
It's all there somewhere, take my word for it.
I'm supposed to go home and describe it. How would you describe it?
For whom?
For Mother. She wanted to come. She was dressed to come. Father stopped her.
Is that what she told you?
I saw it.
Then she arranged it.
Why would she do that?
Because she prefers Father to be cast in the role of the villain.
Well, I must say he's a natural.
How is he?
Damn bad-tempered.
You should snarl back at him more.
He misses you. In the business, at home, everywhere. Can I hold him?
Well, be careful. Hold his head.
That's it.
I don't know what we would have done without you, Clive. Thank you for all your help.
Glad to have been some use. But there's no more, Maudie. You do know that, don't you?
Yes, I know.
I still don't know how to describe him. What shall I say about him?
That he's wrapped snugly in the wrong side of the blanket.
Come along, Maud. Don't say things like that. What the devil?
Yes, what's going on?
Your husband's finally arrived, Mrs. Cole. With a vengeance.
acting lessons are getting later.
Shut your mouth.
Does Percy know you're sharing it out with Mr. Legendre?
Are you worried about me, little sister? Or are you just worried that my parts are going to get bigger than yours?
I know one of your parts that's going to get bigger than mine.
They're all going to get bigger than yours.
And what are you going to use for talent, Clara?
You managed.
I can act you out of sight.
Oh, yes. Playing some sickening kid. How long do you think that's going to last?
You're growing out of it fast, little sister. You're going to have a short career. Look at you. Oh, what do you think those are?
Well, I think they're pretty good.
Ready on camera?
Ready, Mr. Legendre.
Have the coachman standing by. Camera. Cue highwayman.
Go, horse!
I'd like a touch of mist. A touch of mist would have been nice. I'd have liked my highwayman at the canter. What's he doing? Didn't you tell him I wanted him at speed?
I told him, Mr. Legendre.
Why are you walking the horse? It's supposed to be an action picture. Faster! Faster! The damn thing won't go any faster! All right, cut it! Well, don't just stand there. Find him another horse.
Where am I going to get another horse? He's got me marked as a failure again because I don't carry a spare horse.
Another horse? What do you mean you want another horse? What's he think he's making out there? A load of stuff for his roses? What do you mean you need a faster horse? You put them in the right gear, they're supposed to go faster. They want a faster horse. All right, how much is this faster horse going to cost me? Leave off, what does he want, a Derby winner? All right, Hector, all right. But listen, you tell Legendre he's way over budget. I can't afford this much film.
The court.
Here, does he know how much the highwayman's coat cost? Has he seen the bill for the highwayman's coat? We have to have the best-dressed highwayman that ever rode horse. 2 horses? Look, why can't we have an highwayman with a slow horse? Well, they kept getting caught, didn't they? All right, Hector, all right. I'll see what I can do. But you tell Legendre I'm coming down there to see him. We got money coming in from Corky Brown pictures and going out on bleeding horseback. What's this? Ah, whose is that?
Ready on camera?
Ready, Mr. Legendre.
Have the coachman standing by. Camera. What's that?
Missed.
You certainly have, Hector. You certainly have. Waft it, dear boy, waft it. Cue highwayman.
Go, horse!
I'm sure this animal's faster.
Man says it's faster, Mr. Legendre. It's a really fast horse.
Oh, God, what's he doing now?
He's out of shot, Mr. Legendre.
Damn!
He's in again. Now he's out again.
Stay on your line, man! Stay on your line! Oh! 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 Oh!
What sort of time did he give you?
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, be easy next time. Well, we ought to have a few.
A few?
Yeah, it's good for your bust.
There must be an easier way.
Yeah, well, he's going to need a bit of company, isn't he?
You've been very fair over this one. If I can do it, you can have a few of our own.
What do you mean, our own? He is our own. Looks just like his mother already.
Pretty damn plain.
Here, listen, I better go.
Oh, I'll come with you.
No. There's no reason for you to go bouncing about in that lorry, is there?
I'm not pregnant anymore. Someone has to referee between you and Max. He's not untalented, Arnie.
Listen, a talent like his could ruin us. Yeah. Kiss, I'm going. See ya. Tonight, sunshine. You have have to buy a genuine 18th century coat?
Of course, I need the authentic coat.
I suppose you couldn't get 18th century prices.
Ah, Hector. The boss is here. We're rowing again about money. Guess whose fault it's going to be that we had a slow horse? I mean, how are you supposed to tell? When you rent them, the damn things are standing still.
Courage, Hector. The worst that can happen is that we all have to go out and work for a living.
Hmm.
Yeah, depressing thought. Do you care for a drink? Or a bite of our delicious landlady?
Both.
See him again, Mr. Winslow?
I don't mind what you do, darling, as long as it displays your muscles. Landlord's night off, is it, Emily?
That's right.
Gone far, has he?
Not far.
I hope he doesn't get cut off by the storm.
It's a fine night. What storm is that, Mr. Winslow?
Just wishful thinking, dear.
Hello, Hector.
Well, there it is, the old story. That's how much we're going to lose already. That's how much we can expect to earn. You're digging our grave.
Look, I can't make pictures if you're going to hang around my neck all the time.
How long do you think we can go on making pictures and lose money?
And why are they losing money?
Because you can't bring them in on
No,
a
because
budget.
they're not big enough pictures. Do you know what's bringing them in the town? Do you know what's fetching the money in? 3, 4, 5 reelers. They're still poking about with a few hundred feet of film.
He's right, Arnie.
We have to spend more, not less. All right, I was trying to make that one a bigger picture.
You don't make bigger pictures by overspending on little
You
ones.
certainly don't by underspending on little ones.
What you're both trying to say is that the business has moved on and the pictures are getting longer and longer.
That's what's happening, yes.
Right, well, you two will just have to start pulling together, won't you?
Disaster is making yesterday's pictures. The Italians are making films hours long.
Listen, don't tell me what the Italians are doing. Tell me what we're going to make.
It's not just where they're making them. It's where they're being shown here, London. We're being flooded by foreign imports. And why? Because British producers aren't doing enough. That's you.
I must confess I never saw us in that light. But I agree with Max. We started on a shoestring and we bowled along quite happily, making small films. And the rich end of the market is still there waiting to be grabbed.
Yeah, but the novelty's wearing off. They won't watch just anything anymore.
Yes, they want spectacle.
Exactly.
You couldn't box your way through a 6-reeler. All right. If we make a big film, we've got to have a solid story that you're going to stick to.
All right.
Good.
Yes, all right.
Here, hold up. Where's the money going to come from? Your brother's dried up.
Well, we've got 3 of Corky's films in the can. We'll raise the rest. Somehow.
You're more potty than I am.
Right then, is it agreed that we make a spectacular 6-reeler with a good story that you stick to, Max?
I agree.
What does Mr. Appleby think?
Huh? I think he's smiling.
Thank you. Agreed.
Agreed. If you give me a leading actress.
Eh? We've already got actresses.
No. We've got a few names nobody knows. Audiences are going for big names. You're not going to sell a 6-reeler with Gilbert Winslow. They're going for big names. Why, someone superb from the theatre. Gwendolyn Harper.
Gwendolyn Harper?
You'd never get her to make a film.
Possibility. Known her for years. She might just do it for me. Let me speak to her.
I saw her Lady Macbeth. She was absolutely magnificent.
What a boost for the moving pictures. If we could tempt someone of her caliber up to the
Don't give
screen.
me all that. I'll tell you something, in a couple of years' time, they're going to be queuing up begging to get on that screen. She ain't doing anybody any favours. All right, I'll call her, find out what her price is. How much? Who the bloody hell gets paid that much? You traitor.
gone gallivanting again, has he?
I don't know where he's gone.
It's the third night this week.
How efficient of you to keep count.
And you haven't, of course.
No.
Look sharp, it's her husband.
You don't deserve it. Interrupting me so rudely in the middle of... Well, never mind what I was in the middle of. I'll put a good word in for you in the morning.
Don't bother. You won't be here in the morning. I've got a job for you.
What job?
I want you to find Letty.
Letty?
Shut up. Yes. I want you to find her and bring her back here.
Think that's a good idea, do you? I mean, she won't be very happy, will she? Even if I manage to find her. Where we dumped her at the racecourse.
Oh, she'll be all right. Just tell her I need her. She'll come round. Tell her I've got a part for her. That'll bring her back.
Not the kind of part your wife's going to like, is it?
Boy, you just do as you're told. Do you understand?
What is it about my sister that makes you go all mushy inside?
None of your business. You're just a kid.
Did you feel that? I've got nearly grown-up feet, you'll notice.
What are you reading in your hat?
I made some notes for the film.
In your hat?
Yeah, well, I lose bits of paper. What's wrong with this hat? The last Corky Brown picture came out of this hat. Made money, too. I ring the papers, they send one photographer. Here, she's late.
It's a long journey.
Maybe she's walking. Maybe she wants to save me some money, eh? There's a novelty for you.
You're extremely fortunate to get her. Don't set out to antagonize her, Arnold.
I must be a total moron paying her all this money. And renting her an house. Oh, no hotel for Gwendolyn Harper.
Try and be pleasant for once.
She has to rent an house. It's as big as a Bleaton Hotel, but she has to have an house. Shut up!
Oh, for goodness sake, Arnie.
How's the writer coming along with the story?
She already knows the story.
Well, I've given her a general outline, but now she'll need to know scene, characterization, a script.
Well, is that what she needs house for, to read?
Promise me a writer.
Oh, has to be right now.
Preferably sooner.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Dad's coming!
Room full of ideas, aren't we?
But, Maud, I need a writer.
All right.
It would be advisable to do nothing to disabuse her of the notion we've had writers working on this for ages now.
Don't block the camera. What's the matter for you?
Smile.
Gwen, darling.
Oh, thank you. Oh, charming.
Welcome, Miss Harper. We wish you a happy and successful stay, Miss Harper.
For God's sake, Max, get me out of these flowers. That's all right, girls. You can back off now.
Thank you, girls.
Prod me. Look at the size of her.
Keep your voice down.
But she's old.
She's not old. She's a great actress.
Yeah, with an arse on her the size of a barn door.
Shut up, Arnie. She's coming over.
I feel travel stained and sticky.
Look superb, darling.
Can we get through this fast? I need a bathroom.
Why can't you stick to the script, you little bitch? All you had to say was, welcome, Miss Harper.
Allow me to present my partners, Mr. and Mrs. Arnold Cole.
Oh.
Nice. Some ring you got there. Here, keep your eye on that ring, Max, case she loses it, right?
You don't look it in the least, Miss Harper, but you must be very weary after your journey.
I feel like death, dear.
We'll get you settled in as quickly as possible.
And allow me to present our leading man, our highwayman, Gilbert Winslow.
My God, a masculine actor. Unless he's of some obscure sexual persuasion. Which would be a pity.
You want a testimonial?
I prefer to find those sort of things out for myself, dear. And I really must find a friendly water closet.
Come this way, Miss Harper.
By the way, don't you think our film should be called The Lady and the Highwayman?
Oh.
For a moment, I thought she was going to count my teeth.
That's a good start you did there, son. She wants to count your teeth. Let her count your teeth.
I wouldn't mind, but she's so old.
Old? What are you talking about, old? She's a great actress.
So big these days. He used to be so small.
What are you doing up here? You're talking to empty dresses now.
I'm just clearing the girls' things away. It's Dottie mainly. Clara's more tidy.
Yes, I know. It used to worry the hell out of me.
Language.
I used to look at Clara. I couldn't see any talent. I couldn't see any personality.
Silly.
Just tidy. It's a hell of a basis for a career.
Language.
What does your eldest daughter do, Mr. Brewer? She's tidy.
Clara is very good looking. Both my children are very good looking.
Oh, better than that, and far more suitably for this profession. Clara's a killer.
What are you saying?
She knows where she's going.
I won't hear such talk about Clara.
It's funny, I never saw any steel in her. I just saw her being tidy. We may have given birth to a monster, though.
It seems so short a while since they were in tiny dresses. Dolls' dresses. My two little dolls. Remember?
Remember, I used to be up half the night feeding the little bitches.
They were lovely.
What they were mostly was hungry.
It is so hard raising children in the profession, Jack. Did we give them enough of our time? I worry about them.
Well, I shouldn't worry about Clara. She's on her way into pictures. I've seen the way Legendre was looking at her.
Legendre?
Legendre.
But, darling, is he trustworthy?
Oh, Lily, who is trustworthy? Outside those damn ballads you're always singing, who the hell is trustworthy?
Oh, Jack!
Fill a blouse out like that, girl. You ought to be up there on the stage leading the sing-song.
I've been on stage in better flea pits than this one.
Well, there you are, then. I could put a word in for you with the governor.
That word.
Me and him alike.
Two dirty fingers, I couldn't agree more, Mr. Wingard. Yes.
How are you, Letty?
Fat like you bleeding well care. Are you still on whiskey?
The odd glass. You drinking with me?
Who's paying? You Welsh sodger, as bad as he is.
Stop looking for him, he's not here.
Who's looking for him? I can manage without the pair of you.
Letty, dear.
Sam again, Mr. Wingard.
I'm always free Tuesday evenings.
Why, every Tuesday evening you're as regular as clockwork, Mr. Wingard. You just left me on that lousy race course, never a word since.
Things have changed, Letty.
Not that one who'll never change. Anyway, how is he?
You know Arnie.
Yes, I know Arnie.
We're making pictures now. I do work of an electrical nature in addition to running his errands.
Oh, I see. This is what this is it? One of his errands?
Yes, but things aren't like they were, Letty.
Well, you can tell him that if he thinks I'm going to come whenever he whistles, you can tell Mr. Arnie bleeding cold.
He's married, Letty.
Steady on, girl. What about my drink? Bob, what did I do?
You're looking well, you know.
Don't you give me that Welsh ear oil. You're as bad as he is.
Still in the full flower of my bachelorhood.
Yeah, keep lousy company, though. Anyway, whose idea was it to come looking for me?
His.
So much for wedded bliss. The honeymoon didn't last long, did it?
Don't think it's like that this time.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
It's been work, work, work. He never stops.
Yeah, stopped long enough to get married, though, didn't he?
Few minutes at the register office. Takes longer to get a haircut. I don't understand it either. Because she's a lady, Letty.
Oh, Mrs. Arnie Cole, a lady?
I'm telling you, girl, you'll see.
Listen, I'm telling you, Llewellyn. Your lady's on her way out already if he sent for me.
I thought people usually go to sleep afterwards.
Antique pistols?
What?
We haven't even got a writer yet, and he's got antique pistols on the prop list.
Where's Llewellyn gone?
Eh?
Where's Llewellyn?
I know where Llewellyn is as well as Jean thinks he is. It worries me.
Oh, where is he?
He's in some director's never-never land where money grows on trees.
No, I don't mean Legendre. I mean Llewellyn. I haven't seen him for days.
Well, I sent him off on a job. Don't worry about Llewellyn.
I'm not worried about him. It's just odd not to see him at your elbow. The truth is, I miss his friendliness.
Well, he'll be back, for God's sake.
When?
Would you want a timetable? Listen, you want something to worry about finding me a writer.
I'll ring the agencies. They're short and there.
Milk pails?
What?
He's got milk pails down here.
What kind of a job?
Eh?
What kind of a job did you send Llewellyn to do?
What is all this about Llewellyn?
Exactly. What is all this about Llewellyn? Something shady that you're not telling me, Arnie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've sent him off on a personal errand.
Oh, well, if it's personal, why didn't you say? Don't want to pry, do I?
No?
No.
Oh. You're doing a bleating good imitation, I tell you.
Arnie, stop showing off. Arnie, he's here.
Hey, listen, Molly, you're going to have to do the letters. The words just don't come together on paper.
The writer's here.
Yeah, is he any good at spelling?
For the interview.
Already?
He's early.
Well, that's a good sign. It must mean he needs the money. Here, Molly, what do I know about writers? You interview him, mate.
Me?
Well, yeah, you found him. You know what he's got to do.
Do you want Max to see him?
No, of course I don't want Max to see him. I want to blunt his pencil financially before Max gets to him. Is that him? Don't look like a writer.
Captain Sandbeck, the novelist.
Ah.
Adventures, stirring tales.
Captain Sandbeck.
It's a pen name.
What, his stories are so good he didn't even use his own name?
Arnie.
Eh? Oh, yes, right.
My husband will be back to welcome you shortly, Captain. In the meantime, perhaps you'd like to come through into the office. The office.
Office? Ah, the office. Yes, yes, of course.
Well, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Well, now, Captain, I see you've brought us a sample of your work.
I'm sorry, my work?
Yes, your book.
My book, yes, my book.
Thank you.
Trouble is, it's not my latest book. See, perhaps on reflection, I should have brought my latest.
Oh, no, I'm sure this one will do, if I can ever get my hands on it.
Well, if you're sure.
Yes, of course. Please be seated.
Yeah. Godolphin's Journal.
I'm sorry.
I used to write for Godolphin's Journal.
Oh, I see.
A good deal of stuff for the penny weeklies.
Yes, well, that all sounds excellent, Captain.
Dawlish of the 9th?
I beg your pardon?
Dawlish of the 9th. I created him. He was mine.
Was he? Well, now, Captain, for our requirements, we shall need a script to be written as a series of scenes.
They killed him off in episode 42.
Individual short scenes.
Editorial decision. Wasn't even consulted. I fell out of an airship.
Captain, do you think you could adapt your form of writing to moving pictures?
Pictures? Always make a great picture. Dawlish of the 9th.
Yes, I'm sure it would, only you see, what we need right now is a highwayman.
Yeah. Oh, I've done highwayman, yes. No bother there. No. Terribly good value, highwayman.
Yes.
Damn silly way for him to go.
Who?
Dawlish, falling out of an airship. I'd no idea that you people employed writers.
Well, neither did we.
I assumed you made it up as you went along.
Well, normally we do, but of course that won't do any longer.
We told him what we got to do.
We're just discussing it.
We need it by tomorrow, that's the main thing. Listen, keep it simple, don't go over the top, but have it ready by tomorrow, right? There's a lovely boy.
All set to go, are we, Percy?
Nearly ready, Mr. Brewer.
How are you going to light her, then?
Just these.
Uh-huh. They'll do the trick, will they?
I shouldn't worry, Mr. Brewer. I've got the feeling that this test is just a formality. I think Clara's going to get the part anyway.
Legendre likes her, doesn't he?
Oh, he likes her well enough.
Ah, how about that, then? Both daughters working. Gives me and the wife time to do all those things we always said we'd do. Like stop screaming at each other. You do what you can for her, kid. Make her look good. I know you will.
Trouble is, she always looks good.
She likes you, Percy. Yeah, this thing with Legendre is nothing. And we haven't forgotten it was you who helped to get noticed in the first place.
I wish she didn't always look so damn good.
And Jack Brewer's not the kind of man to forget who he owes a favor to. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm full of crap like that. Listen, kid. This time I mean it. Hell, I always mean it.
It's all right, Mr. Brewer. If there's anything I can ever do for Clara, she knows she's got it.
She knows.
Only I don't think...
No only's, kid. Just make her look like a dream.
But Mr. Brewer, are you sure she's going the right way about it?
Because he likes her. Nothing wrong with that, is there? I can't hold her back. I can't get in her way just because he likes her. What sort of nasty-minded prejudice is that, eh?
She's very self-assured.
She ought to be. Got a lot of overtime from the director, hasn't she?
Just been giving her a little grooming, that's all.
Is that what we call it? Grooming?
Well, let's not make an issue of it. The question is, will she do?
Well, she better, because it's Max's head that's going to roll if she don't. I ain't carrying any passengers.
She's intelligent and ambitious.
Yeah, but the thing is, how deep are you in there?
Nothing, David.
Does she know that?
You can have the guts to fire her if she's wrong.
Won't come to that, but yes. My future's riding on this picture, too.
In that case, just give her a 12. She looks all right, isn't
Oh, she looks marvelous, but she's still very young. and I don't like the way she started. And I warn you both that I will not permit the young girls in this company to be subjected to more than the ordinary perils.
Mrs. Cole, that young lady will eat her way calmly through any man who might nourish her career.
And it's to be hoped we can launch her on a good career. The child has precious little else to look forward to, if that's her outlook.
Settled then? She's acceptable. You don't stop her chewing her nails.
Thank you, Max. Is that it, Arnie? No more tests? We're not going to be allowed to pass an opinion on your own floozy, apparently?
Well, don't worry about Letty. For the part I've got in mind for her, she's already been tested.
Very thoroughly, no doubt.
Thanks. Go easy on the overtime, sweetheart. You've got a big career ahead of you.
Don't get me wrong, I'm really glad for Clara.
Oh, Clara, she's going places. Me, I'm too old at 16. Can you imagine being too old at 16? Look at me, Percy, I'm talking to you. Do you think I'm gawky? Everybody thinks I'm gawky.
You are a bit.
Oh, thanks.
You'll grow out of it.
You'll grow out of Clara, too.
You're a hideous kid, you know that.
Oh, wake up, Percy. She's not made out of sugar and spice. I share a bedroom with her. I know what I'm talking about. Her tummy squeaks. She just lies there, snoring, and it squeaks. Do you want a sticky toffee?
No, I don't want a sticky toffee.
What are you shouting at me for? How come I'm the only one you ever shout at? With everybody else, you go around looking pathetic. We once had a spaniel that looked happier than you.
Where is she? Have you seen her?
Seen who, Mr. Brown?
My wife and that damned handsome sod.
Now, Letty, put that down. Put it down. When I say put it down, I mean in there.
You swine!
Come on, simmer down.
You think you can click your fingers and I'll come wagging my tail?
Oh, yeah, but you do wag a neat tail.
You-
Oh, come on, I came looking for you, didn't
No, you didn't. You sent Llewellyn.
Well, it's the same thing, isn't
No,
it?
it's not the same thing. Damn you, Arnie!
God, you silly cow! Ow!
You finally managed to drag yourself away.
I didn't know you were ready. Nobody told me you were ready.
Just hang around. You know I wanted to rehearse.
You weren't here when I came.
Are we going to rehearse or aren't we?
All right, all right.
Violet, you come in on the third crash.
No, sit down, Llewellyn. You don't have to leap up guiltily whenever you see me. May I drink my tea with you?
You know you're welcome, Mrs. Cole.
Maud. Then don't be so wary.
Wary?
Who was that woman who arrived yesterday?
Woman?
You're a loyal, good soul, Llewellyn. I'm not expecting you to betray any secrets. I just thought you might be able to bring me up to date on the basic particulars. Who is she?
Well, she had a variety of duties, see. She was a sort of, former associate.
I see.
We were all great mates, really. He's got a part for her, that's all.
We haven't even got a script. We've only just met the writer.
Well, I expect Arnie's got something in mind for her, like.
Yes, I expect he has.
For old time's sake, you know.
Yes, I know. For old time's sake.
Who told you to stop turning? I never told you to stop turning.
You all right, Mrs. Brown?
I'm all right, Percy.
Get back on that camera, you.
You want any more of that stuff? Turn it yourself.
Don't think I can't. Ha. She's got through to you now, has she? Ha. You'll have to take your turn in a bloody queue.
Well, Well, let's face it, we're a very colourful profession, friendly, uninhibited. Oh, yes, of course, the most beautiful women in the world. I don't have to tell you, Mr. Crane, you're a man of the world. And a banker to boot, You know the sort of reputation we've got? Well, everything you've heard is true. Oh, yes, and more. Why don't you pop along out here one day and see for yourself? Yes, see picture people in action. Oh, yes, any time. I'd be delighted. Yes, I'll fix it. No, I'd be delighted to give you an educational tour and insight into our friendly little industry. Yes, I'm sure you'll make some very close friends here you never believed possible. Yes, you leave it with me, Mr. Crane. Okay, yes, I'll fix it. Yes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Crane. Tarver, what you gulping at?
What is this?
Isn't it lovely?
Is this supposed to be my costume?
Why, yes, dear, all of it. Oh, imagine, while we were sleeping, our Violet's been stitching away all night.
Do these people expect me to wear something I've never seen before, that I've never even had a fitting for? Where's the other dress?
Why, you rejected the other dress.
My God, I should damn well think so. Did you see it?
I thought it was a lovely dress.
But this is green. The unluckiest colour in the theatre.
But it won't look green on film, dear.
Not on me, it won't. I am not under contract to appear looking like a fresh tossed salad. Fetch me the director!
Just try it, darling.
I won't be seen dead in the damn thing.
Oh, but I promise you, Gwendolyn, darling, won't look anything but gorgeous on film. You have my word.
Your word?
Yes.
Do you think your word is worth all that much? Bert?
But?
Bert Wicks from Aldgate. Maximilian Legendre.
Now, Gwen, let's not get...
Just what do you think your word is worth in this profession? You know, I can't help thinking of you as you were when we last worked together.
Long time ago, dear.
And what were you then? Bert?
A struggling actor, we all have to start somewhere.
A struggle you were losing, darling. You were quite astonishingly bad.
Since found my métier.
To hell with your métier! Your only métier is to find me another bloody dress!
You sure she can get into the thing?
Of course she can. I've had them made for her.
Specially made for her.
And people working all night.
He said people working all night.
Yeah, but you have to rush her into this costume thing.
She's got to see something happening, or we've got to distract her from asking to see our non-existent script.
Oh, it's on its way. I've got this lunatic working on it.
Writer?
Oh, yeah, he must be. He can't talk. He just coughs and splatters a lot.
When can I see him?
Let's get the script first.
I ought to be working on it with him.
You leave him alone. He'll have the script here by tomorrow.
Oh, he can't do it by tomorrow.
He's promised me tomorrow.
It's impossible.
Well, that's what he said. At least that's what I think he said. Well, I told him we needed it by tomorrow, and he went away looking determined. Well, what's so wrong with these costumes, anyway?
Everything, apparently.
All right. Let's go and talk to the oversaw bitch.
Do you want me to come, Mr. Legendre?
Not if you can't keep quiet.
Much obliged. It's a beautiful place, this, isn't it?
She doesn't think so.
Eh?
Something else I was saving for you.
What's wrong with this?
Well, probably nothing fundamentally. There's something we have to understand about prima donnas like Gwendolyn.
I understand she's a pain in the buttocks, not to mention the wallet.
She'll give us this sort of thing all the time.
Oh, now you tell me.
In the end, I suppose she'll give us a performance.
What do you mean, gift? The money she's costing, you think it's a gift?
Look, don't set your teeth at her. Let me do the talking. And the reason I brought you along is because you won't be satisfied until she's left no boss unturned. Arnold Cole. Is that your real name?
Eh? Oh, about time.
Mr. Legendre, sir, I wish to tender my resignation.
Oh, not yet, Humphreys, for God's sake. We've all got our problems.
Very good, sir.
I think you'll find Madam in the library.
All I ask is a little human warmth and loyalty. Who earns the pennies around here?
Or perhaps in her drawing room.
Hector, talk to him.
First it's keep quiet, and it's talk to him, Hector. Don't you start.
The trouble is, your father, well, not your father, your almost father, our pretender to that throne, which is something we need discuss no further, is already hankering after former ladies of his acquaintance. And when I say former ladies, I mean... No, I mustn't be unkind. Under different circumstances, I'd probably find her to be a pleasant, not unattractive, overpainted, husband-stealing bitch. The trouble is, she's not unattractive. In a coarse sort of a way. I expect life has treated her roughly. And she's enjoyed it. Damn it.
How can he sleep with that noise?
Perfectly well.
I don't know why you want to bring him to this tomfool place.
Otherwise, I'd never see him.
As if I couldn't look after him at home.
You're coming earlier every day, Nanny. It's hardly time for you to take him.
What nonsense.
Nanny? Could I ever become attractive?
To a man, you mean? Well, you are already. You've got the bloom of childbearing on you. Look at you. Fine head of hair, clear eyes, lovely smile. I've never heard such talk.
That bad, eh?